Let's hear it for Lana! Thank you, I got a lot of fur coming up. Lola love. Man, hi.
Hi.
So, I'm excited to see you again.
Likewise.
And, man, you know, like I just said to Bev, you know, I love this experience of acting with you, and I mean, you always vanquish me and Vader me and choke me out. You know, I went through a lot of pain because of you. But
a lot of people
you know what, I am just so proud of you to be able to show the world your superstar fucking talent. Pardon my French, everybody, but it's what it is. You know, you're a superstar, dude.
Thank you.
You know, and I'm so glad that a lot of this fandom is due to your talent, and I recognize that. And I claim to be the first evil Regal. And I will be.
Definitely was.
I might even have it on my tombstone. Like the
remember you were hiding your face. It works for snow.
Yeah,
so you had to,
I had to hide, but it was like evil Regal. Yeah. I had some divided loyalty, but I think that's what it's all about. Like, you know, you give a performance where even your co-stars are fans. And you know, you guys don't see all the hard work that she puts in. And as much as I've grown up as an actor, I always study the other actors and I watch how they work. And I've always been in awe of your discipline, your dedication to the craft, and how you bring it every time. And they challenge you with some tough stuff, and it doesn't matter. You were prepared, you're ready to go, and you play in the moment. It's been an honor to share it's on my mark next to yours anytime I get it, you know? All right, let's hear it. Enjoy your time with Lana Parrilla, everybody!
Round of applause for Lee, please. He's been such an incredible MC over the last few years, actually, since we've been doing this. How's everyone? Woo! Yeah? Are you having a good time? Woo! Okay. I have a surprise at some point, but I'm not sure when that's going to happen. So let's start. What's that? What's going on? Hold on. Hello? Shh. Come here. A lot of people have asked about this one, so I thought I'd bring her. Wait. Did you bring the chicken? You're supposed to bring the chicken! Lola? Lola, look, these are all your fans. Lola's never been to a convention, and everyone always wants to know who Lola is. So this is Lola.
God, she's a ham.
She's my angel. She's a baby girl. High five, girls. Sit, Lola. And she's a good girl, and she's, apparently loving the stardom. Anyway, so Lola is here, and we're not doing photo ops with her or anything, but you can take a picture of Lola. She's a baby girl. Sit, Lil. There you go. Down. Go on. Down. Awesome. Stop embarrassing me. I was like, Mama, it's too exciting. Anyway, we're here together today during this panel, and we'll see how long she can hang. But anyway, I know a lot of people wanted to meet Lola, so. And I promised at one point I would bring her, and since we're here together, I thought this is the perfect convention to bring her to, so. All right, Lols, they're gonna ask questions. So, first question, please.
Hi, Lana. Hi, Lola. I feel like I need to go home and cuddle my dog. Anyway, could you do me a cheeky favour first and say happy birthday to my friend Amy? It's her birthday tomorrow.
Hi, Amy. Happy birthday.
Secondly, you have become such a role model and hero for many people here, especially my friends, and kept them going through really tough times. And I was just wondering, what was that like for you, knowing that just this character has gone so far and touched so many people's hearts, and just brought hope and light to their lives?
I mean, it's been the greatest gift. That's all I've been talking about. And she's been the biggest gift for me as well. Like, as much as you all have learned from her, and she's inspired you, it's been the same for me. Regina, Evil Queen's journey has been so rewarding on so many levels. Right, Lowell? Sit down, Lowell. Sit. Thank you.
Good girl.
I think that's like probably why I'm so sad, because I feel like the show, along with Regina, all the characters have had this incredible journey and these, they're growing as these characters, and this, and their journey has inspired so many, and I feel like we have been a part of something that's so positive, that's put a really positive message out in the world, and there aren't many television shows that are like that, so I feel really proud and honored.
Even if the show ends, I think you'll still leave a massive touch on our hearts, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hi. Oh, wait.
This question is for Lola?
This question's for Lola? Hold on. Thank you. Oh, bribery. All right. Thank you. Sit. There we go.
She knows now.
Oh, yeah, she knows. Now I have her full attention. Yes.
Sorry. This one's a little bit similar to that one. I said, you've spoken about what it's like to be a part of a show that's changed people's lives and taught them things. You've spoken about getting into acting for the love of the craft and not for the fans and the stardom. But now you've amassed a fandom. Not Regina, Lana, has personally touched people's lives. You've inspired people to create beautiful works of art and be the best selves they can be. Not Regina, not the Evil Queen, Lana. You are that inspirational woman to a lot of people out there now. You have fans that will follow you and support you for the rest of your career. And I just wanted to know how having that experience has changed or influenced your career, and what's next for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for all that. That really means a lot to me. And it makes me really happy to know that you all are going to follow me wherever I end up going. That's important. Thank you in advance. What is next is unknown, and that's okay. Getting a taste of directing has been it's just an incredible experience, and I love it so much. I didn't know how much I was going to love it, and people asked, "Oh, is this something you've always wanted to do?" And yeah, it's something I wrote a short about 10 years ago, and I was going to Joaquin Cedillo, who was the DP for Swingtown. So I wrote it during Swingtown. It was about 10 years ago now. And he was going to help me with it, and then just the finance fell through, and it just wasn't the right time. And then after all these years, it's like, well, I don't feel like I need to tell that story anymore. On some level, I feel like through Regina's journey, I've kind of told that story, because the short was really about this woman, and I wanted, the objective was that her story would inspire others to follow their dreams and follow their heart. And I ended up doing that with Regina, Evil Queen. So it feels like, okay, there are other stories that I want to tell now.
But you do it as Lana, not just as Regina.
Right, I do it as Lana, absolutely, through Regina, through a character. Now that I've had a taste of directing on the show, which was such an incredible experience for me, I loved it so much that I would love to continue directing and working in that field for a bit. But I love acting too. I love acting, so I'm excited. I don't want to jump into anything right away. It has to be the right thing and the right next step. So it's not just about getting a job for me. It's about, what is the perfect next role? and keeping it different enough so we can show, you know, diversity and variety and just...
And are you gonna disappear while we're waiting for that stuff?
Well, where am I going? Like, am I gonna like turn into a unicorn?
Like a boss man. So.
Oh no. No, I won't disappear. I don't think so. I mean, unless I have an invisible cloak or Lola is gonna kidnap me. But no, I'm not going anywhere. I'll be around. I'll still be on like social media and communicating and posting and keeping everyone posted on what I do next. So, and I'm sure I'll do some press for the episode when it airs, which is April 13th. So you'll see me around.
All right, woo!
Next question, Evil Queen.
Hi.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Stunning.
I was just wondering, you've mentioned in the past about having a dance background. And as a dancer, I was just wondering what kind of dance you did and if you still do it for fun.
I mean, I dance for fun all the time, although I'm a bit rusty, I feel. Last night I was trying to like groove a little bit and I was like, what's going on? A little stiff these days. I danced when I was younger. I studied ballet, but I was quite young. And as I got older, I did more like freestyle dancing, a lot of ballroom dancing, which I really love, and some jazz, and hip hop, and in Brooklyn, dancehall reggae, which is more like street, you know. Salsa is something I grew up doing my whole life. Merengue, bachata. Yeah, I just love to dance. It's so funny because last night I watched, I was with some friends who didn't see the musical episode, so I played all the scenes for them, and I was looking at my dance number going, yeah, that was fun. I'd like to do that again. So I'd like to continue, even at 40.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Hi.
Hi. So my question is, once you get a new script or like an unfamiliar one, what kind of techniques do you use to break it down and craft it? And which one have been like most beneficial to you?
Well, I think the first time you read a script, you should just read it. Everyone says, oh, just read it, like, don't take any notes. I find that impossible. I've tried. But my mind is thinking and I'm feeling things, and so I just like to jot down whatever I'm thinking and feeling and then keep reading. So that's kind of like the first go, and then I read it again and see what else comes to me. But every script and every character is different, so my approach is different. But I basically like to break down the script first, and that's a long conversation on how to do that. But I like to start there before I memorize anything. So I feel like memorizing is so easy. Once you know what your choices are and where you're coming from as a character and what's happening in the script and you fully and thoroughly understand it, then it's like memorizing is like piece of cake. Yeah. So I would just start with really breaking down, but if you don't know how to do that?
No, we do, but it's like our teachers always like don't like think about objectives or super objectives like the first time you read it, but I find that impossible like as well, and it's like... Yeah.
I don't know what the rules are.
Yeah.
I really don't, because I feel that I've learned all the techniques and I'm very well trained, which is critical and I think really important. And a lot of people just like to take the shortcuts. Like Andrew West said, you just did any voice? And I said, yeah. In fact, I just did a vocal warm-up with my coach last Sunday because I put myself on tape for something. And it was the kind of role that I really wanted to just like make sure I was like super grounded in my body and like breathing from the place I needed to breathe from. And so I trained with my guy who I've been training with for 18 years. And like my training just doesn't end. So it's like you have to kind of figure it out as you go along, and you'll find your way. You just don't give up on finding it. And anytime you feel like, God, I feel like this teacher's a little limited and I need to study voice or I need to move my body, you know. Lola's one of the best teachers I've ever had in my life, by far. But, you know, you'll find it. Like, listen to your gut and your intuition. It always knows what you need.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
So you mentioned that you have playlists for preparing to play the Evil Queen, so I was wondering if you had one for Ronnie.
Yeah-ish, yes. Ronnie's a lot of rock and roll, because she's rockin' Ronnie. So she likes the Pretenders, and she likes, you know, CCR, and she likes everything. I'm like Don Henley. She likes what else was I listening to? I mean, Bowie kind of just fits everywhere with me. What else was I listening to as Ronnie? Blondie.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I think Blondie's good for Ronnie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello.
Okay.
Get it, Lance. Get it. Get it, Grace. Go get it. Hi, Grace.
I was going to say, my question is for Lola, but okay, no, it's actually for you. So for each of the characters that you've played, if they were contacts in your phone, what emojis would you put next to their name? It's falling on me.
I would probably put an apple for Snow. I would probably put a green heart for Bex. I would, wait, am I answering these incorrectly?
Unless you, yeah, because I
Why?
said for each of the characters that you played.
Oh shoot, that I played.
Oh. Although that was good too.
That was good too.
That was great too.
Yeah. Oh, the characters that I played like in my life? Oh god.
Generally?
Who am I even playing? I'm like, wait.
Oh, no.
Trina would be maybe the Joker emoji. Do we have a Joker emoji? With like the little, the gesture? Yeah, I would give her that. She's a little trickster. I would give the Evil Queen a crown. No, yeah, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because I give her both. I give her the crown with the little devil, which is my evil queen. Anyway, let's see. For Teresa, I would probably give. I'd probably give a red heart because she was. Yeah. Who else have I played?
Eva.
Oh yeah. I thought Teresa was Eva for a minute. Teresa's from Boomtown.
What?
Well, because they're both kind of doing similar things.
Okay, fine.
So I would give them both a red heart. They're both like heart characters. And I would probably, for the character, I'm forgetting her name, but I did a guest star on Chase. But that was like my first villain role ever. And I was like this cartel wife who blew people up. So I'd probably give her the pow emoji. And then for Spin City, I'd probably choose a bicycle. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know who else I played, but I think that's good.
That's cool.
Thanks, Grace. Hi.
Hi. I forgot my question.
Jared, what's up? Okay. Hi, Jared.
Hi. So you said that your greatest fear was loneliness. How would you overcome it or give advice to somebody who feels that?
Get a dog.
Yeah. Lola.
I mean, why else are they on the planet?
Yeah.
But to love us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly. What are they, right? She just licked this mic, so that is confirmation. And there you go, Lol. Get a dog. Or a cat.
I have 2 dogs.
2 more.
It wasn't for me, it was for my friend.
Oh, okay, well then get them a dog. And honestly, I think it really helps. I think like dogs help and keeping yourself like, just fight it. Get out. Go to a movie. Go for a hike. Go for a walk. Go window shopping. So find your friends and surround yourself with love in those hard times. That's the most important thing and probably the best thing you can do. That's why I think a dog is incredible, because they just love you. Like, just love you. And they're amazing. So if your friend needs like a pet, even if it's like a little mouse or something, just something to just bring a smile.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then there's all those self-help books, which are really great too. Yeah. Okay. Hi.
Hi. At first I wanted to say, referring to what you posted on Instagram last week, where you said that you hope you made us proud. I wanted to say that you made us very proud, and I think we couldn't be prouder of you for what you achieved. And my question is, if Netflix bought Swingtown and produced a 2nd season, would you play Trina again? And if so, what would you want for her in a 2nd season?
Yes, I would play Trina again in a heartbeat. I would want to see which decision she would make when it comes to that pregnancy. If she would decide to change her lifestyle and become a mom, or not, or I think, because that was during a time when it was really about, you know, pro-choice, and like there was a time when I know that Mike Kelly was going to sort of explore that with the character. So I'd like to see what she would have decided. And if her lifestyle did change, then we get to see a pregnant woman in a bikini, which is cute. And she would probably not be as swingy, but she'd be a cute mom. So, I don't know. I mean, it's a hard one because it's called Swingtown. So, Baby Town, Belly Town, Belly Bump Town.
Get a swing set.
Swing set. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. First of all, I want to say, when I hugged you earlier, I'm so sorry. I got foundation on your jacket.
Oh, don't worry about it.
It's
It's fine. It's all good. Thank you.
And next, I just want to say how you inspire me as a person, and you really made me grow and become stronger. And that was like why I traveled here today. I'm from Dublin, and I really just, it was important for me to say thank you, like, because you inspire me, and you will always be my hero.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for flying all the way out here to see us. Thank you.
I'd like a question, please.
Hi.
Hi. So first, I just wanted to congratulate you on getting the opportunity to direct an episode Once Upon a Time, and I can't wait for the episode to come out so we can all see it, and I think we're all very excited. So I was just wondering how, and if you did certain things to prepare for it, and what the experience was like, as you were just saying, it was wonderful, and just more on your whole experience as doing.
Yeah, so prep for me is everything. Like I just love preparatory work. I just love that work. Adam and Eddie said that the reason why we thought you would be great directing an episode of Once is because of how you prepare. How I prepare for Regina and Evil Queen and all the different versions of her over the years is a huge part of why they felt they could trust me directing an episode. Prep is so critical, and I spent my whole hiatus reading a textbook from cover to cover and watching all the directors that have inspired me, different DVDs, etc., commentaries, and then also practicing that, to trust myself and know that I know more than I probably think. A lot of people said that, and they were right. and fighting for my vision and not being bullied to go in other directions. That happens, I've heard, female directors and newbies. So it's like being firm, but also being collaborative, knowing that this is a collaborative art form, and that, you know, there's know what you know and know what you don't know, and ask for help, ask lots of questions, all of which I did, and I was very reliant on my first AD, my camera guys, my DP, everyone, from the props department to costumes to hair and makeup. It's really a collective art form. And so often people forget that because all you see are the actors' faces. And there just isn't a show with just, you know, with just actors. Like, it doesn't happen that way. So I really gained like a whole new respect for everyone's position. And what everyone brings to the table is just like so critical in producing a single episode. So that was like my prep. My prep was also just reading that script a million times and thinking about every character's arc and studying all the episodes from this season, jotting down everything for each character and following their storyline. So I probably did more homework than I needed to, but it gave me the confidence on the day when I had to go there and actually film. I felt very prepared, and then it freed me to be even more creative in those moments because all the homework was done, so then I could just play.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi.
Hi, Lana. I'm Kate from Australia.
Nice to meet you. And
this question's like supposed to be a bit of fun, and you're not allowed to say Bex. Who would you turn gay for? Like someone you think is really hot, or like another actor that you think, oh yeah, they're really sexy, they're totally cool, or you know, like someone
the other day.
Like.
Hold on. I had someone that I thought I would. Because it wasn't that big of a crush. Who was it? No, I wouldn't say Bex because she's my sister. Yeah. I mean, weird. Man. I mean, I used to say Angie because she's so beautiful, but I don't know. I think I need to think about it. I don't know. Natalie Portman? I don't know. Unless this is a sucky answer. Can I think about it? Because I know that there was someone the other day when I was like, oh yeah, I would totally be gay for her. But clearly that was like a mini crush. Didn't last long.
Okay, thanks.
Sorry. I'll think about it. I know there's like a few of them out there that I'm like, gorge. Hi.
Hi. First off, I just want to say thank you for the amazing work you have done and continue to do for Face Forward. And I was just wondering a little bit of how you got into that particular organization and yeah, your reason for it, I guess.
A good girlfriend of mine brought me there, and she, as a guest, and she said, I think you'll really love what these people are doing, and so I decided that I would show up to the gala, because I was invited to the gala, and then, she's getting bored, and then I did, and I was so moved. I was watching these videos, and I was hearing about all the wonderful work that they were doing, and I was just touched, and I wanted to help, and so one of my first t-shirt, it was my first t-shirt campaign, I decided that I would, you know, donate the proceeds to Face Forward, and it did so well, and then they were like, wow, this has made such an impact and has helped our patients, and thank you so much for raising all this money, and thanks to all of you who bought those t-shirts to help And that's when they asked if I wanted to be global ambassador. But I wasn't sure at first because I thought, well, I'm like in Vancouver. How am I going to be there? So I've missed a lot of events because it's just impossible to get away when you're filming. So, but I realized that I can still do work by I don't have to physically be at every event because I can't, but I can still help from, a distance. And then I chose to do that. And working with Deborah Alessi and David Alessi has been a joy. They're wonderful people.
Okay,
And,
thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for your support. And thanks to Anne, who raised $3,200 with all of your help for Face Forward. So thank you so much, Anne. Where are you? I don't know where it is. This is weird because normally all the lights go on for me, but it's super dark in here today. But that's okay, so I can't see anyone really. But is it? Who is that? No, I know. See, I can't see anything. Can anyone turn the lights on for me, please? Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks. Hi.
Hi, Lon.
How are you?
I'm good. So, first I want to say thank you for putting everything you are into the show and into your fans. I know that we all greatly appreciate you and the positivity that you put into the world.
Thank you.
And I try to model that a lot. I'm generally trying to be a very positive person.
Good.
And so you're a great role model. I want to thank you right now for supporting all the ships. Specifically right now for tweeting about Zimbio with Swan Queen, because right now we are in the finals.
Oh, nice.
And so people are like, I hope Lana tweets to encourage people to vote.
I thought it was going to be finished on Tuesday or something. No?
This Tuesday.
Ah, this Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway,
Okay.
I want to just ask, do you know what's next for you?
In my life,
In your career?
in my career, I mean, all that's still, see, what's hard right now is like I'm still on once.
Yeah.
And so I'm here. But, we'll see. There's some things percolating, and I'm sure whatever I end up doing next will be where I want to be. But there's a project that my girlfriend and I are trying to develop, and again, when I'm on a job, my attention and focus and energy goes towards that job. Mm-hmm. I don't really like to spread myself too thin because I don't really believe in multitasking. I feel like you're only so good at that, mm-hmm. but you're better if you're giving one project all of your attention as opposed to like 4 different things. I don't think all of them will be as successful as the one if you really dedicate yourself towards one. So I'm trying to really just give everything to once right now, especially because this series is ending. Yeah. And then when I get back to LA, and things are percolating, so we're just in discussions, but I'm very superstitious. I don't talk about things until it happens.
I feel that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi.
Hi, I'm Dora.
Hi, Dora.
There are so many editors, video editors, especially for Once Upon a Time. And I wanted to know if you've seen these edits and what you think of them.
I've seen a lot of edits, and I think they're great. And I think some of the songs are really awesome. And I've seen some where I'm, wow. Like someone, I think I reposted it. There's like, she's played 15 different versions of this character. I didn't even know I played 15 versions of the character. I mean, I know I played a lot of different versions of her, but when I saw it, it was like, and I saw it, I think, after the show got canceled, so it like made me cry. Because it made me just remember all those incredible moments that I got to play Regina, young Regina, old hag, etc. So I love watching them. I really do. I think they're really special and creative. And it's nice to see. I mean, some of the edits I've seen are like better than some of the trailers. There's a lot of talent out there. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Lols, are you bored? He's like, Mom, I'm bored.
Oh,
Hi.
Morty.
So since Regina is kind of the reason why Wish Robin met the Evil Queen, I was wondering if you think she went to the wedding because they were supposed to get married. I don't know if the Evil Queen said yes, but
I don't know what she did. I would think I think the Evil Queen and Robin eloped. I don't think they invited anybody. I think they kept it private. They like drove to Vegas or something and got married in like the chapel and Elvis married them. I can see them doing that for sure.
thank you.
You're welcome. Hi.
So, you know we love you.
Yeah, I'm really lucky.
Full of love for you and
Thank
Miss
you.
Lola. And we know from thousands of stories, I'm sure that you've heard from so many people how you've impacted our lives, not just as Regina, but as Lana as well. And this whole show, you know, what Once Upon a Time it did is not only introduced us to these classical characters in a new book, but it really opened up new books for us personally as well. We've all taken on, you know, our own pens to our own new chapters and new books. So I wanted to know, what are you taking out of this?
A lot of fan art, a lot of beautiful letters. I mean, what I'm taking out of it, I guess, is that I want to keep inspiring. And that's kind of been my goal in life anyhow, was to always choose roles that can help inspire. I may end up choosing a role that everyone will judge. And I just ask that people stay open-minded and know that it's an art form. It's not who I am, it's a role I am portraying, and there are bad people in the world, and those stories need to be told. And just like the Evil Queen, you know, at first she was just this terrible, horrible villain. And then the more we got to know her, the more we started to understand how she became that way, and then we started to love her. And so, I mean, I don't know if the next thing I do is going to be, you know, as supportive as maybe the Queen, but maybe it will be. I don't know. I just know that I want to keep telling great stories, and I want to keep inspiring in the ways that I have with, you know, organizations that I love and support, and Face Forward being one of them, because I think Face Forward has really touched a lot of people's hearts. At least in the fandom, I know that. So if I can, you know, choose organizations that help my fans, then that's great. But I'm taking away a lot of love and support and a lot of lessons that I've learned, and from all of you and from Regina's journey, and just, I don't know, there's so much. I feel like I can go on and take up way too much time talking, but I'm really, really grateful. I had no idea that this fandom was going to come out of a role like this. And so I hope to continue to make everyone proud.
Woo!
Hi. I was wondering, what is your funniest fan encounter?
Someone once made me hold a baby werewolf.
Was this in like a photo? Like, yeah. Okay. Cool, thanks.
That's a bit different for me.
Hello. Hi. I asked my friend, let me ask him for you. When you met Apple Turnover in season 1, in literally your hands, did you still some Apple Turnover?
I'm sorry?
Okay, let me use this.
the question is, when you made the apple turnover in season 1, is it really your hand? In
Yes.
those scenes?
Yeah, that's really, those were my hands. I made the apple. Yeah, I mean, I prepared everything, and then they handed me one that was already baked because we couldn't wait 45 minutes. But I did all the preparatory work for the turnover, yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm bringing stuff.
Now I want a turnover. Thanks.
I was just wondering, what's your weirdest pet peeve or habit?
What's your weirdest pet peeve? What's my weirdest? Mine? Like something that I do?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I say you know a lot. You know? Yeah. You know what I mean? You know? That kind of bugs me.
Yeah.
I feel like other people are better at answering this question because it's like I'm not as conscious sometimes of what bugs people about me. Maybe, no, I don't know. Maybe interrupting them. Sometimes I can interrupt, although I'm getting better at that. Yeah.
If you could go back in time and give yourself some sort of advice before starting Once Upon a Time, what would it be?
And give myself advice?
Yeah.
Oh, just keep going and don't take jobs for the money. Really, just continue to follow your heart. I mean, I turned down a pretty high-paying role before once, and I really needed the money. And my agents were like, "What are you talking about? Like, you need this job. You need the money. You need this." And I said, I'm not passionate about the project, and I know I'm saying no. And it was like an offer, straight offer. And I just said, I just don't feel like this is going to really go anywhere, and I'm not, there's something better out there. 2 weeks later, I booked once.
Woo!
So, yeah. So whatever I was doing then, I would say just keep doing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Lana.
I like that.
So, I have 2 questions. One, if you could make any Rome inspired by any Disney movie, and one that has not been made yet in Once Upon a Time, what would it be? And second, if you could wear any evil queen, one of those like massive, over-the-top evil queen hairstyles in public, which one would you wear?
Oh.
So I would say Lion King, because Africa would be fun to go to in Once Upon Africa. Or Once Upon a Safari.
Yeah. That was also Heverly's answer too.
Was it? Oh, good. See, great minds think alike. And wait, what was the second question? Oh, my hairstyle. I think I would go with my half up, half down. Because I really like that look. It's sexy and sultry. And she was wearing the burgundy velvet dress in the Huntsman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I can pull that off. Yeah, I'll do that again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi. Do you like Regina's office better or Ronnie's bar?
Ooh. Hey, that's a tough one. Lols, what do you think? Ronnie's or Regina's? She's like chicken bar.
Yeah, chicken.
I would say, ooh, that's a tough one. Man. I have to choose Regina's out of loyalty. The Ronnie's is a great set.
Yeah.
But I mean, that office was just so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think she had some scotch there. So. She had a mini bar.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi.
Hi, Lana. I have 2 questions, kind of.
One, I was having Victoria's more feedback on set, and one lesson that you've learned from directing that episode of Once Upon a Time that you could apply on your life. I loved having Vic back. I mean, it was everything. It was so great. I love her, and everyone was ecstatic to have her back. She's phenomenal, as you all know. And one lesson, that you can't do it alone. That you just can't do it alone. And that it takes an army or a village.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, Lana. I just want to say you look absolutely gorgeous today.
Thank you.
As always.
Hear that, Lulz? No matter what you said earlier.
What do you think would be Regina's ideal happy ending?
I think we're going to see that, so. And I want to say.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi.
Hi. What inspired you to start acting?
I feel like I always was meant to do this, even before I understood it. My aunt had a huge impact, but I grew up in a very artistic family. My grandfather loved to invent things, and he was an artist. My mom's a painter. My dad sketched a lot, even though he's a great athlete, but he was an artist in his own right, and I've just always been in it, so it's just what I knew. And so I was just inspired by everyone around me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi.
Hi.
Henrietta.
Yeah.
Henrietta.
First, I have to say the Octopussies say hi. They encouraged it. It's my group chat on Twitter with a bunch of my friends.
Oh, yeah.
So they instructed me to say hi.
Okay. Hi.
And then I wrote you something, and I would like to read it. So I apologize if I stutter.
That's okay.
Lana, you've taught me so much over the last 7 years. I started watching Once Upon a Time when I was 15 and going through a really tough time. I could barely get out of bed most days. I was angry and hurting, and every Sunday Once came on and it made me smile and laugh. It made me love and scream in frustration. It showed me this beautifully flawed character that as time passed, I saw more of myself and my story in. I learned that my past does not define my future, that anger over the abuse I sustained was not my future. Regina gave me so much, you gave me so much. Every new detail of this character revealed, every acting choice resonated within me. I saw my scars played out before me. And as Regina grew, I grew along with her. I made new friends, one of which is sitting next to me today, and others that are located across borderlines and on other continents. I found people like me who understood my struggles and my dreams, who are there to lift me when I'm down and cheer me on when I doubt myself. I found a family amongst many. I found acceptance and love. I found strength to be my true self, strength to tell my mom I'm gay, strength to stand here today shaking like a leaf, talking amongst many, which, by the way, is one of the scariest things I've ever had to do. So if this is handed to you in letter form, it's probably because I've gone mute, and I just want you to know, to understand how much you are loved, how much you have done for me and for everyone who has the honor of getting to know you these last few years. I love you, we love you. I speak for many when I say just how excited I am to see where you go next. So thank you, Lana, for teaching me to follow my dreams, and that if I work hard enough, they can come true. Thank you for being the most extraordinary human being to ever have walked this planet, for being perfectly imperfect, for showing me my scars are simply stories of how I lived and survived, that some might be harder to confront than others, and some may bring forth memories of vigor and bullheadedness, of fighting and protecting, from stupid accidents on the playground that have me snickering to myself when you remember the stories. I'm more than my past, I'm more than my scars, and I know that now because of you, because of the love you ooze into the world, making it a better and brighter place. So So, like to quote Lizzie McGuire, you rock, don't ever change. I love you, have an amazing day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was beautifully said. Thank you. I hope I can keep that letter. Can I?
Yeah.
Longo's chicken?
It's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's so beautiful. I'm gonna miss these moments. That's that I'm gonna miss. I'm just gonna miss hearing all your stories as I hit myself in the head. Thank you. Okay, I need to turn that way. Hi.
Hi. I'm really nervous right now. Why do you think people ship Emma and Regina so much?
Why did people ship
them.
Ship Emma and Regina?
Yeah.
I think because they're two strong women that contrast each other quite beautifully as well. And then also have a lot in common in regards to, you know, having these big hearts and what they believe in and fighting for what they believe in. I think over the years too, their friendship and how far they've come from hating one another to overcoming that hate because of their love for Henry and finding some sort of common ground where they could be compatible and work together. They're both really compelling characters, and women should support and love one another. So it's a pretty awesome ship. Yeah. Right, Lowell keeps thinking that there's another dog up there. She's growling at herself.
Hi. When you were first cast, did you know that you were going to be this noble hero, or did you think you were always going to be an evil villain?
I had no clue. Although a good friend of mine who I was working with during the pilot said, you're going to end up becoming what, like, the roles are going to reverse at some point and you'll end up becoming the hero character. And I was like, what are you talking about? This is the pilot. And she's kind of witchy in that way. She knows things. And she was right. So I never foresaw it. I didn't know. I just knew that this was a woman who had a story. And I knew that that story was going to take time to tell. And, but I didn't know that she was going to become a hero. I was just open to whatever. I would just roll with it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hi.
Hi, my name is Callie.
Hi, Callie.
And I got 2 questions for you.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite couple?
Who's my favorite couple? Like in the world? Lana and Lola?
No. Once upon a time.
Oh, sorry. I really love Rumpel and Belle's relationship. I do.
Yeah, me and my sisters do.
I think it's really special for a woman to love a man that's that dark and see the good in him and strive to help him to get to these places of, you know, where he can be his best self. That's a long-lasting
And my second one is
love.
What is your favorite season?
Probably season 1. Thank you. Hi. Sit down.
Can you show me how you take a heart out?
Ready, Lowell? I don't really have it. She just took it back. Because there's nothing keeping this one down. Right, Lowell?
Thank you very much. This is my daughter, and we play this game in the car called Would You Rather? Would you rather see Lana or go to Disneyland? Would you rather see Lana or go to Maui? So for her birthday, 2 years in a row, she gets to see you. So maybe next year she'll get to go to Disneyland.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I love your t-shirt, by the way. Nice to see you again. Better than Disneyland?
Lola.
Chicken.
Oh, baby.
Okay,
What?
guys. Wait, I think I have one more question. Sorry.
Sure.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Lizzie, and I'm from Winnipeg, and I was just wondering, out of Ronnie, Regina, or Ronnie and the Evil Queen, and the Mayor, which one do you like the best?
Ronnie, Evil Queen, the Mayor. Probably Regina. I mean, I love playing the Evil Queen, but as a person, I would probably hang out with, oh, actually, no, wait, Ronnie. I don't know, they're all pretty awesome. They're hard, I don't know, it depends on what day it is. You know, they each kind of give you a little something different, and they're all compelling, awesome, cool characters, so.
And I really like you as a character.
Yeah, me
You're
too.
you're really good.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Thanks so much.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Lana. Let's hear it for Lana Maria.